This 1794 edition is built in America. Is your pickup truck actually built in America? I'll include a link to the Toyota Murray's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed. Fuel economy 17 around town, 22 on the highway, with power outputs being 389 horsepower and then 479 pound-feet of torque. We are closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. This one's finished in Lunar Rock, which is a really cool color on the Toyotas. You do get the upgraded headlights with the sequential turn signal with the 1794. We've got metallic gray for the grille here. Lots of chrome trim, fog lights, parking sensors too. Altogether, the 1794 has a bit of a fancier front end. Tire and wheel setup is 265 by 60 by 20. This has the Tier D off-road package. You got the Tier D wheels. These nice blacked out fender flares. We got the 1794 badge down below. Chrome on the mirror caps, more chrome on the door handles. This also comes with Bilstein shocks and of course your Tier D 4x4 decal. Now this Tundra has the shorter bed and then it's the crew cab configuration. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock, tailgate drop down, Toyota logo there at the very bottom. There's an outlet in the bed. We have LED lights, and this already has protection from the factory, and you guys can see it's got quite a bit of grip. Now, I think this has, yeah, it's got the auto raise tailgate too. Got the 3 strips for the taillights, 1794 there into the tailgate. It's kind of hard to see. And then more chrome here on the bumper. Then on the other side, we have this button to actually lower the tailgate. That will cap things off for the exterior on the 1794. This week's giveaway makes my Jeep look lame because it is a supercharged Rubicon 392 that is fully decked out, producing 650 horsepower. Now, not only can you win this Rubicon 392, but part of the giveaway is also $26,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And not only that, your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries. Let's now check out the interior. Sunshade for the rear passengers. You get this nice soft touch trim at the top. A little bit of brown down below to break things up. That continues onto the seats. You can see it's got more of a Western type theme to it because it's not a hybrid. You do get under seat storage. And then you've got these special floor mats that come with this package. Legroom back here is great, little storage pocket. We've got cup holders, heated ventilated seats in the back, full power outlet, USB ports. And the headroom in here is a little bit shorter, but it's not bad. Keyless entry for up front, and let's pop in. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then down below we do have our memory seat functionality. The mirrors power fold in, and then you got nice trim. 1,300 pounds of payload capacity with this truck. More perforated trim in the center of the seat. Power adjustments with lumbar support on the side too. The passenger seats also got power adjustments with lumbar support. Heated steering wheel function to the left of the steering wheel. You've got the button to turn on the outlet as well as the button to turn off the safety tech if you want. Got the red Tier D button, and let's start it up. You've got nice perforated trim on either side, kind of a rugged feel to it in general. Practical controls in the front face, like your adaptive cruise control with your lane departure. You've got volume and voice command controls there on the other side. Full digital gauge cluster in the center. You can scroll through these little sub-menus to see different bits of info. It also comes with this animation for the drive modes. 360 camera system with this, and got a little off-road view with it as well. But yeah, it's got good resolution. The rest of the screen, well, it's massive. It's quick to respond. And I'd say overall, it's pretty darn user-friendly. Dual zone climate controls below. We also have our physical buttons for the heated ventilated seats. Little radio control off to the side too. 1794 edition on the wood, and then look at the leather trim there on the dash. We also have our button to throw on the tailgate. Rear locking differential, stability control, that's for the camera. The trailer backup assistance there too. Phone charging pad. We've got the Tier D shifter there in front of it. It's the parking brake and auto hold. This has a part-time four-wheel drive system with high and low. Your drive mode select, tow haul mode, multi-terrain select, and crawl control are all in that area. Again, the multi-terrain select and crawl control come with that Tier D off-road package. And this has the cool center console with the whole window situation. Got some more USB ports inside. There's actually some padding here on the side too where your knee rests. Camera rear view mirror with this, and then power sliding rear window with that little button. The whole window, by the way, goes up and down. And then this has a panoramic sunroof. 2026 1794 edition. This has a few packages added to it. $73,293. Let's see how this performs. And I forgot to show you guys trailer brake controls just below the engine stop start button. So kind of an important feature, right? Just a little bit. Now the 1794 edition is kind of like Toyota's way of being like, we've got an American truck. And I do think it's smart of Toyota to actually build this in the US, because I mean, like, the Rams are built in Mexico, for example. So even though, yeah, Toyota is a Japanese company, this truck in a lot of ways is more American than like some of the other trucks. And I mean, you know, you look overseas and what you're seeing being sold from Toyota is mostly like, you know, the Hilux and Land Cruisers and stuff. So you're not really seeing, I don't even think they sell the Sequoia in the time. Maybe they do, but I don't really see them in other places other than the US. But yeah, the standard, it's got good torque. The hybrid's obviously a bit more impressive. You lose the underseat storage, but you do get a monstrous amount of torque with that hybrid. It's pretty appealing. Heads-up display, it's another thing I forgot to mention. This truck's loaded up, and that's the thing that's impressed about the Toyota versus the other trucks, is Toyota just gives you more for less with the Tundra. And you know, you can tell they have to do that because they just don't have market dominance. And you know what I think's funny is the Tacoma and the Tundra are like polar opposites. I'll talk about this towards the end of the video. Man, yeah, the torque is great. I like this V6. I think it's going to end up being reliable. I think that Toyota is going to figure everything out, and this is going to end up being a very desirable and reliable powertrain. Just needs a little bit of time. A little bit of time, a little bit of love, and this thing will be great. We'll probably end up eventually seeing these with 1 million miles on them, like you see with the older Toyota engines. In theory, a turbocharged engine can get there. Just has to be built right. And this still drives truck-like. It still has a solid axle, but you know, the coil suspension helps out quite a bit. It's coil sprung front and rear. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, this is, like I said, it's comfortable. It's got good power. I mean, I don't really have much bad to say about it. So here's the Tacoma situation. So Toyota is the #1 midsize pickup truck seller in the US. And the Tacoma, you look at the pricing, the value proposition with that, and it's not great in the midsize pickup truck segment. So where Toyota wins, it's like all the money for it. And then the Tundra, right, it's nowhere near the American truck makers in terms of volume. And so what does Toyota do? They offer a really good value. So it's like, with most manufacturers, and especially Toyota, it's like you want to buy one of their cars that's in a segment that they're not winning at, and that's how you get like a good value, because the second that Toyota wins, it's like the price goes through the ceiling. You know what I mean? Like, I think that I know people argue with me on this, but like the Lexus LX, it is an expensive vehicle, but it's not as expensive as you would think that it would be, considering the tech that it offers. And a big part of that is people are going and buying Range Rovers and G-Wagons and other vehicles instead of the LX. And so Toyota doesn't have a market dominance with full-size luxury SUV. You know, Cadillac Escalade, another one. And so then the LX for the, I can't fit down there. That'd be like a fat man down a slip and slide. Not gonna work. So yeah, it's like they offer more for less. The value proposition's better. Just something to note. Let me know what you guys think about the Tundra.